Oh, man. Hello? Oh yeah. We got live. We got audio. Hey. Huh? Anything. You too. Somebody watching. Oh, that me. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got no juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. I really rather you hold headphones. Yeah, bro, we gonna throw the game off. I'm the only one that can hear what's going on.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
Huh?
Last option is in the car. That's the strongest possibility, is it? Which one's it?
I mean, it's up to you.
But I don't have my headphones.
Did you want to go ahead and have audio for this one?
I mean, we don't have to. Can.
I mean, I was saying it's up to you.
I don't need it.
What?
I don't need it.
I'm talking about for the live. Audio for the live. Like, they can still hear us. I mean,
This is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
KJ Osborne on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They run again on first down. Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's tackled at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 5 now. Cousins complete. Smith has it. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run. Cook.
Cousins hands to
John Simon in on the stop.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, Cousins. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 11 yards.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They go play action. Cousins. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50.
A gain of 16.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, and they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that?
The Patriots.
They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
Their own 3-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Smith on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
Now Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Patriot offense set to take over the defending champs in the AFC East. They've been the title holders 17 of the last 19 years, 11 in a row. But now this, of course, a year unlike the others. No number 12 on the field.
Yeah, and it's hard to believe that one player changes the fortunes of an entire division, but Tom Brady's just that player. Although it will be interesting to see, partner, how New England decides to compensate for the loss of him. Is it Jarrett Stidham, who's been on their roster, or how about Cam Newton, who they signed in the offseason?
And remember, they do return the #1 defense in the league, so they're solid on that side of the ball, and they have that coach on the sideline who's pretty good as well.
And I think he's going to enjoy coaching a team of which there are actually doubts about for the first time in, let's say, conservatively, 15 years.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to James White.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got White here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
A shotgun snap for Newton. That is caught at the 7.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10. At their own.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
Cousins on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat and they get home. And they are going to get the football here inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
A terrific pump block, and that has to set them up in a position to try and get more points, don't you think, this time frame?
Absolutely, and what a momentum booster that could be into the lockers.
Oh, without a doubt. They score here, they sprint into the locker room, feeling really, really good about themselves.
Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. On 2nd and goal, Newton, they'll roll him out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So we come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm. And we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 20. And he's gonna score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a catch there by Julian Edelman, and I know the conversation is very big on how much will he miss Tom Brady. But Edelman's one of the top slot receivers in the league and an uber competitor. He's going to miss his friend, but he wants to show the rest of the league that his skills transfer no matter who's throwing him the football.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the interception, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the field.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Escaping the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel. But it'll be second down. A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 5.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
makes the
Extra
score.
point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 28-0.
To kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Matt Lacoste there.
And it's 3rd and short.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
1st and 10.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
And they'll continue to look for more catches like that from N'Keal Harry. He was New England's first pick in the 2019 draft. Had a disappointing rookie season, though. Only 12 catches for 105 yards and just 2 touchdowns. With his talent and his potential, this team needs him to step up.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Newton. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
You'll get nothing.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Minnesota.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The 25-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, They've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. Going deep here for Adelman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. Third and long for Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 14 on the play. Another 3.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Cousins pass.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 36, Newton sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every.
Ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
2nd and 10 at the Patriots 41.
And his throw is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The open man is Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
2 yards.
As the tight end position continues to grow in importance and gain respect, you understand even more why the Vikings selected Irv Smith out of Alabama in 2019 in the 2nd round. They already had a big-time tight end in Kyle Rudolph. But now with Smith, you diversify the offense. You've got 2 big targets who can go down the middle of the field and make big catches. Expect that trend to continue in 2020. And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Minnesota defense, we watch them get set to roll. They are looking to preserve this shutout, so for them, a lot on the line.
A lot on the line, a lot of pride that goes into that. Because let's face it, when you've had that kind of a day, you do not want any type of a fluke play to end it. You're going to win the game. That's not the issue. But to have a clean ledger going into the locker room and sitting in film next week, oh, that's satisfying.
Good.
Oh, that's the way to do it.
They're looking to cradle that goose egg. Off play action. Newton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Newton. This is White on the screen. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand. Don't try my patience.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
45, Mike. Go.
Now Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
1st down, here's the run with Cook.
Showtime today, baby.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, we're good.
Cousins here to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
The 40, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Patriots.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.